Classifying, adding, subtracting, and multiplying polynomials. Before we begin, you need to understand the terms. These are polynomials. These are the terms in a polynomial. The letter in any term is the variable. The number in any term is the coefficient. The coefficient of the variable with the highest power is called the leading coefficient. It comes at the beginning of the polynomial when the polynomial is put in standard form with the highest power first. Now that you understand the vocabulary, we're now going to learn about classifying polynomials by degree and number of terms. To classify a polynomial by degree means to look at the highest power of the variable. A constant means that there is no variable. If the highest power of the variable is 1, it is linear. If the highest power is 2, that's a quadratic polynomial. If the highest power is 3, it is a cubic polynomial. To classify a polynomial by number of terms means to count the number of terms. If there's one term, it is a monomial. If there are 2 terms, it is a binomial. If there are 3 terms, it is a trinomial. Now let's try to name some polynomials. This one has no variable, so a power of 0, 1 term. That's called a constant monomial. This one's highest power is 1, and there's only 1 term, so it is called a linear monomial. Now pause the video and try it yourself. Now that you have tried it, check your work. This one is a linear binomial. This one is a quadratic binomial. This one is a quadratic trinomial. This one is a cubic trinomial. Now that you understand the vocabulary, let's move on to operations on polynomials. Adding polynomials. When there's a plus sign between the parentheses, this means to add. Remove the parentheses and combine like terms. Starting with the highest power first, add the terms. Do not add the powers of the variable. 3 plus 7 is 10. Leave 10x squared. 5x minus 4x is 1x plus 2. 10x squared plus x plus 2 is the solution. Subtracting polynomials. When there's a minus sign between the parentheses, this means to subtract. Distribute the negative to each of the terms in the second expression. Minus 7x squared plus 4x minus 2. Now combine like terms. Remember not to add the powers. 3 minus 7 is negative 4x squared. 5x plus 4x is 9x minus 2. This is our solution. Multiplying polynomials. To multiply polynomials, you need to multiply each term in the first polynomial by each term in the second. I will show you 2 methods to do this, and you can choose your favorite. In the first example, we have a monomial times a binomial. This is just distribution. 3x times 2x is 6x squared. 3x times 5 is 15x. This is the solution. In the second method, we make a grid. Put the 3x on the left and the 2x plus 5 across the top. Multiply again. 2 times 3, x times x is x squared. 5 times 3 is 15, x. The same solution, 6x squared plus 15x, but just a different method. The second example is a binomial times a binomial. X times x is x squared. X times negative 5 is negative 5x. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times negative 5 is negative 15. Now combine like terms. I lined them up so this is easy. X squared minus 2x minus 15 is the solution. Some people find it easier to keep track in a grid. Write x plus 3 across the side. Now write x minus 5 across the top. Multiply. X times x is x squared. 3 times x is 3x. X times negative 5 is negative 5x. 3 times negative 5 is negative 15. To add like terms, draw diagonals. Now you see x squared is alone. 3x minus 5x are like terms, and add to negative 2x and negative 15 at the end. The same solution, different methods. The last example is a binomial times a trinomial. Pause the video and try this one yourself. Now that you've tried it, I will demonstrate, and you can check. 2x times 3x squared is 6x cubed. 2x times negative 5x is negative 10x squared. 2x times negative 7 is negative 14x. Now start with a 4. Negative 4 times 3x squared is negative 12x squared. Negative 4 times negative 5x is positive 20x. Negative 4 times negative 7 is positive 28. I lined the terms up, so combining like terms is easy. Remember not to add the powers of the variables. 6x cubed minus 22x squared plus 6x plus 28 is the final solution. If it's easier to organize in a grid, what you do is draw the 2x minus 4 down the side and 3x squared minus 5x minus 7 across the top. Now multiply each pair. 2 times 3 is 6. X times x squared is x cubed. 2 times negative 5 is negative 10. X times x is x squared. 2 times negative 7 is negative 14 times x. Negative times positive is negative 12 x squared. Negative times negative is positive 20x. Negative times negative is positive 28. Now draw diagonals to add your like terms. 6x cubed, negative 12 and negative 10 are negative 22x squared. 20 and negative 14, positive 6x plus 28. You get the exact same answer with a different method. You can use either method, they're both correct. Please remember that the power of a variable only changes when multiplying, not when adding like terms. When we multiplied 2x times 3x squared, we added the power of 1 to the power of 2 to get 6x cubed. When we multiplied 2x times negative 5x, we added the power of 1 to the power of 1 again to get negative 10x squared. So when multiplying, the power changed. When we combined like terms, the power did not change. Negative 10x squared plus negative 12x squared stayed negative 22x squared. 20x plus negative 14x stayed 6x. The power did not change when we added like terms, only when we multiplied. Please refer to these notes as you complete your homework. Thank you.